Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year's Eve to everyone. Um, hey, Miss Toxic Orchid, how you doing? Um, y'all, I was reading some of the news articles this morning. I was taking my medicine. Just your med check reminder on this beautiful topic Tuesday. Y'all, my allergies, I'm sorry. My allergies, I sneeze like 5 times this morning. I do that sometimes. Like, I just be sneezing for no reason. I'll be sneezing like 4, 5, 6 times in 1 minute. And I'll be like, dang, my dog is, get under the blanket. He wants to get up under the blanket beside me and he likes to knock around my laptop when he does that. He does it every morning. Um, he has to be up under the blanket right beside my butt cheek. He has to lay there, and that's his spot, and nobody else can take his spot, or he freaks the fuck out. Um, Boomer is a special baby. So I was reading this news article this morning that Yolanda Salazar, y'all know who she is. She the lady that took out our beautiful Selena before time. Uh, she's trying to get out, y'all. She trying to get parole and shit. Amaya Braxton. I'm going to try to reach out to her family on Facebook and see about getting an interview with them and possibly getting them attached to other people so we can possibly get Amaya's story out there. Good morning, Rico. Um Yeah, she needs to stay where she is. I'm gonna say this right now. Selena is the reason I can sing in Spanish, y'all. Now I can't hardly speak it. I can cuss you out in Spanish. I can say the colors and the numbers. That is it. Well, one of the colors. I forgot the other ones over the years. I cannot. I'm not a Spanish speaker, as you can tell. I'm country as fuck. I can speak country and I can speak crazy. But I don't know how to. I'm not good at speaking other languages. But her and Freddie Fender are the whole reason I can speak. I can sing in Spanish, and it sounds pretty good. I've had some other Spanish speakers tell me I ain't too bad considering I'm not a Spanish speaker. Like that's not my language. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Toxic Orchid. Thank you so very, very much. You don't know how much that means to me. But she the whole reason I know how to sing in Spanish. Okay? I can't speak it, but baby, I can sing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. And Freddie Fender, he was also a big influence that taught me how to sing in Spanish. Uh-oh, you could do Portuguese and Spanish. Look at you being multilingual and shit. Rico multilingual over in this beach. My favorite song by Selena is Como La Flor. It's actually one. Everybody's like Bitty Bitty Bomba. No, Como La Flor will always be my favorite. You'll see Quintanas another more. Sin embargo, ti deso lo mijo. I love that song. Absolutely love that song. I love it to death. Um, but like she was one of my first influences, and then you got to think about Gloria Estefan also. But like when it comes to the Spanish influence, they were my first. Like it goes Freddie Fender, Gloria Estefan, Selena. Okay, it goes in that order. Freddie Fender became before them in my eyes. Freddie Fender was my first because I remember singing his songs when I was a little bitty kid. Um, you know, like Wasted Days and Wasted Nights, and the other one that's my favorite, Before the Next Teardrop Falls. Like that's one of my songs. Um, and sometimes you'll find it like he was the one that taught me Candida cuando triste estás. He was the one that taught me that one right there. Okay. I will look up Ivy Queen. But yeah, I was reading that in the news. I'm like, now you know if that lady get out of jail, somebody gonna have a bounty on her head. She might want to leave the country and possibly leave to where nobody will ever know who she is. She might want to disappear to like Iceland, Greenland, something like that, somewhere where people ain't really heard about Selena. Because here in the States, you know what I'm saying? And in certain like, you know, certain countries that speak Spanish, she might not want to go there. I'm just saying. You know, Yolanda Salazar, if she gets out of prison, she gonna have a bounty on her head. Hey, good morning to Hood Table. See, I obviously what my dog just literally bumped into my computer. Um, yeah, so he just made something go off. I was like, what was that dinging in my ear? He was getting comfortable and smacking his butt around. Good morning, James. Uh, but I was looking at that Yolanda Salazar trying to get out of jail. I'm like, yeah, okay. Go ahead. The minute she step foot out there and she get about 2 foot, she gonna be looking over her shoulder for the rest of her life. Even if she gets out of jail, which I don't even know if she'll get out. But let's say she does get out of jail, right? Let's say, play devil's advocate. Yolanda Salazar, the one who took out Selena, gets out of jail. She gonna have to look over her shoulder for the rest of her life. Cause somebody that loves Selena gonna take her ass out. Hey Javius. I just want to say also happy New Year's Eve to y'all. Y'all know I ain't gonna see y'all again the next year, right? That's my favorite joke to pull on people. Also, you know, I know that it made national news when it happened, but do y'all remember the case of Lee Ochi, the little girl who disappeared at 13 years old from Mississippi? Her name was Lee Ochi. It happened back in 1992, I believe. It happened in the 90s, right? Her name was Lee Ochi. It made national news, and to this day, it's still not been solved. Yep, you right about that one, Rico. She already gone. She don't even know it. Ain't even know it. Ian know it. She gonna make me pull out my one of my favorite artists of all time. I love him. I love his personality. I love the fact that he has a YouTube channel. Um, and why is his name not coming in my head? I see his face. Like you ever had that moment where you see somebody's face in your head, but you cannot for the life of me, like their name isn't right there on the tip of your tongue, but you just T-Pain. T-Pain's face was all up in my head, y'all. But for some reason, the name would not come out of my mouth. I hate when that happens. T-Pain's one of my favorite artists. Also, I just like him as a person. Like if you ever watch like things about T-Pain, he's been married to the same woman for all these years. He loves his cars, right? If you hear him, he just seems like a down to earth, genuinely good person. Like I would love to like just hang out with T-Pain one day and just chill with him. He just seems like that type of person that you could just have a great, funny conversation with. But yes, I just would love to have a great conversation with T-Pain. I think he's an amazing person. And if y'all didn't know, he actually has like a podcast here on YouTube, and he does interviews and different things. In which I think it's smart because you know he's not doing music as much as he used to, right? And I think that him becoming a YouTuber with his personality would be a great thing because people already like him. He already has a fan base, right? So it's not going to be that hard for him to go on any platform and get monetized. Um, you know, he's going to get the views, he's going to get the clicks, and that's half of the game, right? For his analytics. And I think that just with his personality alone, he makes a great YouTuber. Because you know, there's a lot of people on this app, but usually you're drawn to what kind of people, depending on your own personality, right? You could be drawn to the most messiest person, but we're usually drawn for some reason to funny people, to people who make us laugh, make us feel comfortable. Usually that's what we're drawn to. Now, each one of us may have a different view on what is funny, and what we find funny. But a lot of times, if you think about it, a person has made you laugh at least once or twice. And a happy go lucky person is a good person to watch. And T Pain just has that personality to me. But no, I was looking at the Lee Ochi case, right? The Lee Ochi case, that's that little girl that um everybody thinks her mama did it pretty much because of the story. And I was deep diving more into it because I remember hearing about Lee Ochi's case. We didn't live in the Lee County area at the time, which is where Tupelo is. We lived down in the Monroe County area at the time. Hey, Miss Ray. Um, yeah, until you surpass them, then they be hating. Why? I'm gonna start singing. We don't need no haterade and holleration in this. I love that song. Mary J. You gotta love some Mary J. The OG. Okay. But no, I was looking at the that, and then when I was looking around at that news article popped up about Yolanda Salazar trying to get out of jail. I'm like, that lady might want to stay behind jail, and she might want to stay in protective custody because she ain't gonna have no kind of life outside of jail. To tell you the truth, it's like, think about some of the most prolific cases you've heard of, and when they take out somebody that's like real big, whether it be a celebrity, a person in the game, whatever, when they get out, they got to look more over their shoulder than anything. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. But now I've heard about that too, Rico. I've heard about that some people who do their music, that they put like secret messages into the music and all this other stuff. And I've heard about that before. But like, here's my thing. If you took out somebody like Selena, right, that was very well loved, you would have to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. So, those people who do stuff like, or even let's say in the neighborhood, right? And you got this big person that everybody loves, everybody likes, you might want to move out of that area for the rest of your life and never come back, and don't visit your family, and don't pass go, don't collect $200, because there's always going to be somebody looking out for you. Like, when you take somebody's life, especially somebody that you always got to look that retribution can happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part. But I was also looking at that, like I said, the disappearance of Lee Ochi. And do you know that case this year is going to be like, I think it's going to be, it was in 92 when she disappeared. And technically she was born in 79. So technically she was six, let's see, 87 makes 7. She was 8 years older than me. So if she would have been alive today, she would have been 44 years old this year. She'd have been 44, 45 years old this year if she'd have been alive. So she passed away when she was 13 years old. I'm still saying she passed away. I don't think nobody kidnapped that child. I don't think that. I think that her mama has something to do with that one. Because here's the thing. If it was a random individual, they said there was no signs of a struggle. The house wasn't broken into, like forcible entry. And back then, they didn't have the best DNA. They knew that the blood spatter was an O positive person, but they knew nothing else. I would hope that they had saved some of the stuff and did better DNA testing in today's world that we have now versus what they had then in the 90s. But I'm not sure if any of that evidence is even still not degraded and all this other stuff. So that's what you have to worry about with DNA evidences and things like that. You would have to worry about the possibility that there's no evidence. And they never did find her body. They never found. Now, a few years after she passed, it was quite a few years, they thought they had found her remains, but they come to find out it was another missing persons that it actually was. And they actually tried to positively ID it as Leochi, but it turned out to be a whole nother person. A whole nother missing person. So to this day, they still ain't found it. And that happened in my neck of the woods. That happened where I'm from. And they tried to say this one dude did it. And he had already, like, right before and right after her disappearance, he was basically accused of grape the first time. And the second time, he was accused of a grape and assault. The second time, he went to prison. Sorry. Hold on just a minute. Let me get something to drink. Sorry about that, y'all. Whew. But the first time he literally, in this case, he was, that little girl now would have, she would have been like in her 40s. But there was this really cool article that shows exactly all the places, all the things. But to this day, she, there is no closure on this case. I don't know if there ever will be. Because this all happened so long ago, and to this day, they still haven't, found anything. But the Leochi case, if y'all don't know about that one, she disappeared in 1992, in August of 1992, around the time that Hurricane Andrew hit Tupelo, Mississippi. And there was blood found all over the house, and even some in the bathroom that looked like somebody tried to clean it up. They never found her body. And that, the mother went to work at she ended up, the daughter Sam, and on the 27th of August in 1992. Okay, here's the thing that nobody ever questioned about that case that makes me question it. On August 27th of 92, she would have been in school. Why wasn't she at school? Was school canceled because of the storm? So they said she was supposed to go to some kind of open house at her middle school later. Did they cancel classes because of the hurricane? Because I can't remember back that far. Obviously, in 92, I was only like 5 years old. I was starting kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I don't remember anything being canceled and on my first day of kindergarten or in my first week of kindergarten. I don't remember us being kicked out of class, but I was also in another county, but I wasn't far from there. Let me just say it that way. So technically they would have let us out too. You know what I'm saying? Because even I wasn't but an hour's drive from Tupelo at the time, if that. You know what I'm saying? If that. So my question would be at that point, why wasn't she at school that morning? And it seems like nobody knows that. I'm like, even the locals haven't questioned that. On August the 27th of 1992, we started going to school around August the 11th or 10th, even 12th and 13th, but somewhere in that area. So we would have been in school for at least a week or so. So why wasn't she at school on August the 27th? They said she was going to an open house. Was that a weekend, even though her mom said she had? Now, her mom worked at something, and a lot of people I noticed in the things didn't know what Leggett Platt was. Um, it's basically a manufacturer we have down here, right? It's a furniture factory. Leggett and Platt, they've been known to make couches, chairs, different things like that. A lot of women who work for Leg and Platt actually do like sewing and shit, and they do like the pillow stuffing and all that stuff. Because a lot of the men actually do the framework, and that's still actually a manufacturer down here. It's been down here for years. But she supposedly worked at the plant in Tupelo called Leggett and Platt. The mother did, which was only a 10-minute drive from her home. 10 or 15 minutes or so. But basically, the storyline that her mother tells doesn't quite add up. And for the amount of blood that was found, she would have significant injuries. And somebody would have saw something. Happy New Year's, Roasted Toasty. You make sure you be safe out on them roads. You hear me? Be safe out there while you traveling and working and stuff. One of my other favorite truck drivers. Now, I don't know if you know this, Roasted Toasty, but one of my faves, she ain't been around in a minute, but our beautiful Super Chat, she's a truck driver. I think she may still be, but I ain't asked. I ain't asked. She's been busy with life and stuff, so. But it's really cool that we have quite a few people that are truck drivers here, and I think it's awesome. In the sectors. In the different sectors. Now I heard it through the grapevine that SD and Queen 88 is back together. What the hell? Now don't y'all know not to date twice, 3 times, 4 times? Don't y'all know it's gonna end the exact same way it ended the first time? Ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't y'all figured that out yet? Has anybody on here tried to date an ex and then you just realize it ain't gonna work out? Now, Queen, if you hear this, baby, SD, if you hear this, what y'all thinking? Y'all know better than this bull mess. Are y'all just doing it for the dramatization? Or y'all really trying to make it work? Come on now. Y'all know better than this. Y'all two don't like each other like that. Because y'all done broke up, been together. How much we gotta hear more? Come on now. Y'all done learned your lesson the first, second, and third time. Actually, I done lost count. I don't know how many times y'all been together and broke up. I'm just saying, I'm exaggerating like a mofo right now, but I don't care. Didn't y'all learn? Didn't you learn something? Come on now. Y'all know not to go backwards. You don't never go backwards. You go forwards. That would be like Queen 88 getting with Brandon again. Don't do it. Brandon, same for you. I would say the same to you for Queen. Y'all know y'all are not good together. When you know that two people don't need to be together, they're toxic together, better as friends or better away from each other, don't do it. If you done did it once or twice and it didn't work, it ain't gonna work. Especially if you didn't learn nothing from the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 10th time. Come on now. Child, I swear. You know I ain't wrong, Roasted Toast. You know I ain't wrong. But I ain't been over there to hear about all the drama that's been going on in the Mo 360. Now I did hear that Coolin and Mink back into it again. How did that start back up? Like, I need somebody to room shaker, somebody. I need somebody to catch me up on what had happened over there. Because last I heard it was they wasn't talking about each other. You know, they was pretty much done with each other. How did that start back up? Because it's probably up and stuck with them forever, ever, 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 ever. But like it was ended there for a little while. They was moved on to different things. So I'm like, how did it start back again? And then I heard something about, some recordings being played and all this stuff. I'm like, child, I'm gonna need me a Mo3 representative to catch me up on what the hell I done missed. Like if I take just a little time off from a sector, right? I miss everything. I swear to God, it seems like 3 years has passed and everything done had happened was. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Like I saw Mr. Mike Martin drop in a chat and say that Lady Wu crashed out and he was ready to cuss her. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on with my woo woo? What's going on with my woo 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 woo? I'm like, Lord have mercy, sweet baby Jesus. I can't keep up. It's just too much. It's too much. So I'm just even just trying to keep up with the news recently has been too much. I wonder. Oh, y'all, my dogs do that. I swear. Lay down. It's okay. It's okay. Lay down. It's okay. You're just going to come right back over here, get up under this blanket, and get on my nerves popping into my leg again. Yeah, you lay down there and stop popping into. No, just lay down there. You okay? Swear to God, I love my dogs, but sometimes they can be a headache and a half. I don't, yeah. Now, over here in our sector, I do note that JC and Lemon is at it again. I thought that JC was done talking about Lemon, talking to Lemon, and just done with his ass. So I thought she was going to move on to different things. And for a little while there, I ain't heard them talk about each other. So I thought that storyline was done. And then I hear it ramping back up. And then I hear something about TMO got involved somehow. And I'm like, well, what the hell I done missed while I was sleeping? Child, I can't even go to bed. I can't even go to bed without something going down. I can't. And then I heard that people was looking for YTC to cuss out Jay Dizzle. And I'm like, what? It's just too much. I don't know. Here's my thing. I understand YTC did change her rules on her platform and made sure they were very known. I do know that for her, she doesn't want any dragging kids on her platform. I saw that. I understand that. You can have your rules. Everybody has their rules, right? Everybody has what they will and won't allow on their platform. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows over here, I'm just chill as hell. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing no crazy mess, no bull mess. I'm going to go ahead and drop this link for anybody that knows any of the drama I may or may not have missed. Now, I heard about DD Loop Loop and, beautiful Rico over here did share to me some of her text messages to other people. I did hear that she was doxing everybody in the sector. And I'm like, why? Why? Why would you dox everybody in the sector? You know what I'm saying? Like, what has everybody did is what is my question. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could totally use that. Okay, I'm going to give some advice here and maybe unsolicited. And sometimes I do like to give unsolicited advice and I get cursed the fuck out for it, which is cool by me. I don't care. My unsolicited advice, if you're that smart to be able to dox someone and go in and do that much research on a person, why not use that to do true crime or look in some of these court cases or, look into some of these disappearances and help solve them? If you have a mind that's good to be able to Google stuff and find search and take the time to research stuff that heavy, you could totally put that same time into content for your channel on researching mysteries and murders and researching, disappearances and children and cases and all these other things. And you can make some bomb content. I'm just saying. Now, me, myself, and I don't know. Um, I don't know what all had went on and transpired behind the scenes. Because I may talk to some people behind the scenes, but anything I say behind the scenes, I can repeat in public. I'm not stupid. I'm smarter than people give me credit for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not back here causing mess and drama and all this. That's not me. If I'm gonna talk to you about the scene, I'm gonna ask you how your day was. Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? How's the children? How's everything going? Like that's the type of person I am. I'm not back there spreading crazy mess. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do that. I'm in Lemon's Discord. I'm in a lot of other discords for this sector. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see me in there doing no crazy bull mess. You know what I'm saying? Because anything that I say, I know I can repeat. Anything I say in these chats, I know I can repeat. If anybody has a problem, they can come to me themselves. I don't care. That's just like, sometimes you just got to stand in your ish. If you say something, stand on it. That's why I say there's nothing that I could say behind the scenes that I wouldn't say in front of the scenes. I'm going to say how I feel. I don't care. Now, there's some people, obviously, that I talk to more than others, or some I don't speak to everybody every day. I'm not that person. I'm not going to call you every single day or check on you every single day because my ADHD is like that. But I will reach out occasionally. I'll make sure you're okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to bother you every day. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. If you don't, don't have to. I'm one of those people. Like, I can't be bothered. As one of my best friends from New Zealand. Speaking with y'all, I gotta call her. She called me the other day. I gotta check on her ass. I've been slipping. Y'all know my ADHD and how it is, and our time zones are so different. Sometimes I'll be asleep when she call me, or vice versa, or I'll be getting ready to go. And I got to get on the ball with that because I love that girl to death. Hey, Shaker, girl, I missed when I thought you was gonna come back and do a members only live yesterday, and I was waiting on it because like I'm a member and stuff over there, and I wanted to hear what was going on in the Mo3 sector because all I heard yesterday from you was about some of it, and then people didn't get the likes up because they don't know how to press the motherfucking like button. Okay, sorry, I had to get my Switch yesterday, Room Shaker. I was ready to pop the shit out of some folks with the Switch. Auntie with the Switch. That was me yesterday. And I was like, Room Shaker gonna come back. I know she gonna come back. She gonna do a members only. And you didn't come back, or I didn't get the notification. I'm so sad about it because I wanted to hear about all the messages. You know what I'm saying? And get all the informations and the teas. Because y'all know I had to watch my catch-up channel sometimes when I miss things. That's why I like, catching YTC early in the morning and Bertha May because they keep me caught up on everything, child. And Miss Tracy, she be knowing stuff and ODS, and I got to do my catch up sometimes. I try to be the catch up channel when I can, but recently I've been busy and I'm cooking again today, which I got to go do some things in town. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. My shaker. My shaker. I love the fact that I started calling you shaker. And it's done caught on to where now people are singing songs about you, Room Shaker. I love it because it's like I created that kind of way. And I know you're going to cuss me out occasionally when people get on your nerves doing that, but it's okay because it comes from love. It comes from a place of love. But I'm to start doing what you said to do, Shaker. I'm to start doing that thing where, you know how you said if people don't support you, you're not going to do it back. You're going to do it little. And, I'm going to start pulling a Shaker on these people. I swear. I need to get mean. I need to get mean. Now, I do know how to stand up for myself when I need to. But I just don't. I'm not that person, I ain't. We all know that. I'm too nice sometimes. I am too nice in a way. I know that. I know that about myself. But technically, I don't want to change all that about myself because, like, sometimes my niceness is a good thing, if that makes sense. And I don't want to change the good quality to bring in a bad, like, it's not saying taking off yourself and being mean's not a bad, it's not bad, but for me it might be. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay my little sweet self. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to stay. My New Year's resolution this year is to try to not be. I'm gonna try to be messy, but not demonic messy. There is a difference. I'm gonna try to be messy, but I'm gonna try not to take it to hell. Okay, I'm gonna try to be a good girl. That's my New Year's resolution. I hope don't nobody make me break it, because you know what I'm saying. I just hope that I don't do that. That's gonna be my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna try to bring in new content, be a new person, and be my sweet kind self. And I'm gonna try not to be that. But if it happens, and I break that New Year's resolution, I'm not gonna be too hard on myself, because that means somebody pushed me to do it. Because I know that's actually a very reasonable goal for myself. Because normally I'm not like that unless somebody pushes me to that point. Like, you have to push me. I'm one of those people. I don't do it first. You have to come for me first. That is true, Room Shaker. That's not being mean. That's being real with yourself. And that's one thing I've always loved about you, Shaker, is that you are just point blank. You tell somebody like it is, whether they want to hear it or not. And you are who you are, whether they like it or not. You just going to be unapologetically you, and F anybody who don't like it. And I love people like that. And I'm going to tell you why I love people like that. People might say, oh, you enjoy them kind of energies. No, let me tell you why I like people like that. Because you know where you stand. You know exactly where you stand with that person. They ain't going to smile in your face and stab you in the back. They're going to tell you to your face and do it in your face. That's why I like people like that. Because they keep it real with you. 100. They don't lie. They don't smile in your face and talk crap about you behind your back. No, they're going to tell you to your face how they fucking feel about you. And if they got a problem, they're going to come to you about it. That's why I enjoy people like that. And that's what others don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of people don't understand why I love VS the way I love VS. It's because I know where I stand with VS. And if VS has a problem with me, she going to come to me. And she going to tell me to my motherfucking face. She ain't gonna play no games, no semantics, none of that bullshit. She ain't gonna smile in my face while stabbing me in the back. She gonna tell me straight to my face. And if we got a problem, she gonna tell me we got a problem. And we gonna talk that shit out like two grown-ass adults. Now, she might get pissed off and never want to speak to me again if she ever gets really mad enough, because some people, you know. But I like people who are in my face about things. You know what I'm saying? I like people who gonna tell me the truth, whether I like it or I don't like it. I want the truth. I don't want a falsity. I don't like lies. I'm one of those people that I would rather you hurt me with the truth than tell me a lie to save face. You know what I'm saying? I that's another thing you won't hardly catch me ever doing either, is lying. The only thing I've ever lied about is, let me tell y'all, I'm gonna snitch on myself. I lied one time. And it was a white lie. I got to tell you about it. Okay, so I had this friend, and okay, she's bigger up, like she's got a big old belly, no titties, and she got a pretty good ass on her, but she ain't got no titties, right? And so, I mean, she's lost weight since then, but at the time, she was trying to wear clothes that was 2 sizes too small, and it didn't look right on her body, right? And I couldn't just say, hey, that makes you look fat as fuck. I didn't say it like that because I knew she had really low self-esteem, and I didn't want to break her down. And so the way that I worded it, I didn't really lie. I just worded it in a way to where it wouldn't hurt her. But I kind of semi-see it as a white lie, but it's still a lie. But I told her, I said, look, we need to change up your style. You know what I'm saying? I told her she needed to put that tank top with those jeans, and she had this one shirt that went well with those shorts. But she was always trying to wear clothes that just did not fit her frame right. And here's the thing. I love a big old beautiful woman, right? But we all know how to dress as bigger women that makes it look flattering for our figure. You know what I'm trying to say? And she didn't know how. And she was trying to wear stuff that the little bitty skinny bitches wear, and it don't look right. It did not look right, okay? She didn't know how to wear what I call a belly shirt, right? where it kind of accentuates your boobies, hide your belly, make your butt look good. She didn't know how to wear um belts on your pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you wear the belt buckles if you're wearing a tank top to kind of make you look skinnier. So I had to teach her all these things. I taught her all these things so she could dress right, because she was trying to wear stuff that just did not look right. Like her belly was hanging out and it didn't look right. It didn't look right. I had to help her out. I had to help her out. I had to teach her how to dress so, it looked better, because she was trying to wear cut off shorts, like shorty shorts with this one tank top, and it made her look way bigger than what she actually was. So I had to help out. I was like, look, if you're gonna do that, put your little belt buckle on them shorts, right? Because you got nice legs. You got nice legs. Accentuate the legs. You accentuate your best parts. Like if you got a big old nice booty, you accentuate that booty. If you got a little booty, let me tell y'all little booty bitches something. I'm gonna help you out right quick. If because little booty matter too, baby. Get you some jeans with some pockets on it that have like emblems or something, or like they blinged out on the pocket, or the pockets poke out a little bit, because it's gonna make your butt look bigger. Okay, if you have a tiny booty, or it's just a firm ass, right? It's nice shape but it's firm and you want it to look a little bit bigger, get you some of them pants with the pockets on it, where the pockets stick out a little bit. It's gonna make your butt look bigger. Now, if you got a big old onion and you don't want it to look better, don't wear them ones with the pockets. See, right? And if you got a big old belly, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to hide it, get you some. Because when I was a big girl, I done lost some weight now, but at one time I was a big old girl. Let me tell you something. Get you some of what I call titty shirts. All right. What they do is they accentuate the titties, they clench right under the boobies, and then they flare out at the bottom. They're gonna make you look skinnier. They're gonna make you look skinnier, okay? And get you some jeans, some nice jeans, You could also wear some leggings to accentuate the legs, you know what I'm saying? But it's all in how you dress, right? It can make you look so damn good. I'm just saying. It flatters your figure. You got to figure out what flatters you. Now, I will say, if you're gonna wear something like that, if you're gonna wear a tube top and you're a big old girl and you're gonna wear some shorts, flaunt it, baby. You gotta rock that shit with confidence. Wear it with confidence. You can't be timid with it. If you look timid, like you keep pulling down the shirt or trying to pull up it's not gonna look right. People gonna see it. They gonna see you being uncomfortable, and when they see that, they gonna think it don't look right. But if you walk around with that confidence, like ain't nothing nobody could say about you, other people ain't gonna pay as much attention to it as you think they will. That confidence, you got to have confidence in what you wear and what makes you feel good. That's why I say, find the things that make you feel good. And I think that's the main thing about her that threw me off, is you could tell it made her feel uncomfortable. And I made her feel more comfortable. I helped her out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to have that friend that pulls you to a side, that tells you the truth, even if you don't want to hear it. That's why I like people like Shaker. I like people like VS. I like people like Jay Dizzle. Why? Because they in your face about it. They're going to tell you how they feel, whether you like it or you don't like it. I like people like Rico. I like people like, there's so many of them. Choreo Lover. I love me some Choreo Lover, because she going to tell you the truth to your face. I like people who are in your face, going to tell you how they feel about you, and they don't care how you feel about it. They going to tell you the truth. To shame the devil, they don't care. I like people like that. I don't know about y'all, but I love people like that. So if y'all had to have any New Year's resolution this year, what is y'all's New Year's resolution? Do y'all want to change up like what you doing in life? Do you want to lose 5 pounds, quit smoking, maybe cut off carbs for a little while? Like, what is y'all's New Year's resolution? Or do you believe in New Year's resolutions? Because I know there's some folks be like, I ain't got time for all that, or I just don't believe in that. Do you set goals for yourself for the new year? Me, myself, and I, my goal, if I had to choose one, I'm trying to think, because I don't really do New Year's resolutions like that. I just try to be better every day, not just set a goal for myself once a year. You know what I'm saying? I do that all year round. That's just like Valentine's Day. You should celebrate your love with your partner all year round, not just one day out of the year. Mm-hmm. But if I had to pick a New Year's resolution, I was joking about the other one that I did earlier, but kind of not joking. It would be to become a better content creator. That would be it, wouldn't it? To be better than I was yesterday. Isn't that what a New Year's resolution is about? Technically, I'm about the weight I'm always going to stay. I'm pretty much average at this. I've lost all I can lost. I could possibly gain 5 pounds, but then I lose it back again. For some reason, I ping pong and stay about the same weight. I'd go between 189 and 190 something. I usually ping pong up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I look about the same as I've looked for 15, 20 years now. So I ain't changing none. The only difference, and I'm still waiting on my first gray hair, but the only difference, y'all, I'm trying to go through the trains. I done figured it out. Like at first I was in denial because I was like, no, I'm too young for that. I'm only 37 years old. And I was like, oh shit. But that's the normal time that people start going through like the pre-shit, the premenopause and shit. And like I started getting hot flashes. I don't know about y'all ladies, but like I woke up during the middle of the night and thought it was hot as hell. I walk in there and check because I was like, did somebody turn on the heat in my house? And I walk in there and I check the damn temperature gauge and it's still the same. Ain't nobody touched it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got hotter in the house. The temperature outside is actually cold. So I'm like, what the hell? Why am I feeling so damn hot? I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Like, what the hell's going on? And it done happened a couple times. And then the other day I was just pissed off for no apparent reason. I was just mad at the world. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch myself so I don't accidentally, go too crazy. Cause y'all know I'm a crazy white bitch. And I gotta make sure that my crazy side stays buckled up. She can't come out. She don't play nice. She ain't a nice person. I don't like her too much. She needs to stay in her corner, leave her be. That's what I try to tell folks. That's what they don't understand. I'm a very nice person until pushed. I'm a very sweet, kind-hearted person until pushed. Hey, Queen Sugar. Good morning, beautiful. How you doing, love? Are you gonna have you a good old New Year? Anybody gonna get drunk on New Year? Now, y'all know I can't drink, so I have to vicariously live through y'all. Hold on just a minute. But yeah, that was my dad coming in telling me, about where we have to go to town in a little bit. Sorry about that. Y'all know I don't be putting my family on here like that. Um, yeah, I keep her tucked in, Queen Sugar. She can't come out. The crazy part of me, she got to stay over yonder somewhere. That little hoe crazy, y'all. She will cut a hoe in the name of Jesus. I don't trust her like that. She need Jesus. She need Jesus. I thought I was subscribed to you, Queen Sugar, but now I am. Look at me. See, I like to subscribe. Oh, you look so cute in that shirt, girl. See, that's what I was talking about, dressing to flatter your figure. Them shirts look really good on you. It accentuates your curves just the right way. See, that's why I be trying to tell folks when they dress and when you are, a more curvy figure lady, you got to know how to accentuate your good parts, right? I know, same thing. I'm just gonna be sitting here chilling. I'm gonna go out here and do that thing. I'm gonna chill. I hope and pray to God they don't shoot off too many fireworks tonight at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and wake a bitch up. Because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be asleep for the new year. I'm gonna get my rest in. I'm not gonna be up acting crazy. I'm gonna be sleep. I'm gonna be sleep. That's where I'm gonna be at 12 midnight. I'm gonna be sleep. I'm gonna be getting my rest in. That's what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna be hoping for the next year I don't have insomnia and rest comes easy to me. That's my thing. That's what I'm gonna be hoping for the new year. Oh, also happy New Year to all y'all. Happy New Year's Eve and whatnot. And I won't see y'all again the next year, right? That's a good joke y'all can pull on everybody you see today, right? Tell them you ain't gonna see them until next year. See, and they don't realize next year is just tomorrow, right? But they think you ain't gonna see them for a whole nother year. It's the best joke to play on people. I ain't gonna see you until next year, and then it hits them. I'm gonna be getting my sleep in. I'm gonna be straight up snowing in the bed. My dad wants to do his New Year's Eve toast. We're going to have to do it before New Year's Eve because all of us go to bed early now. I'm going to have to talk to him about that. He usually does it exactly at midnight, but we know we're going to be in bed. We know we need our sleep, y'all. Also, Miss Smash It has a website for her Belize trip. Y'all was looking up how much it costs to go to Belize. Do y'all believe it ain't even that expensive? I thought going to Belize would be real high priced, right? No, y'all. Going to Belize for even if you gonna pay for the good stuff, right? The real good stuff, they saying for a week trip. This is the estimation, right? For a week trip, right? For the US dollar, because the US dollar is so much more than their money. For a week trip, it's only $871, and that's you doing good to possibly 1,000 or 2,000, right? And that's you doing good for a whole week. Shoot, I didn't realize it was so cheap there. I'm like, damn, Belize ain't that expensive, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They said for a whole month it'd be like 7,000. I was sitting there looking, and I was like, shit, that ain't as expensive as I thought it would be. You know what I mean? They said the average price for an organized tour package in Belize is about $22 per day, while every tour varies by total price, length, and number of destinations and quality. This is the best average price based on our analysis of available guide. I thought it would be so much more expensive in Belize, but they're saying luxury travelers spend about $334 per day. About $300 a day, depending on how many days you're going to stay. That's not I thought it would be way more than that. In my mind, I was thinking it was going to be way more than that. You know what I mean? Our money seems like it's twice the amount of their money. And so I thought it was going to be way higher than that. I don't know why I thought that. Y'all ever think about some international travel? You think a place is way more expensive to visit, and then you find out it's not, and you're like, wow, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be real expensive for some odd reason. I don't know why. My brain. Now, I will tell you this. Some of the places that are a little more expensive to go to, New Zealand's one of them. Believe it or not. Some of the cost over there. That's why I'm glad I got a friend who lived there. So if I ever want to go, I got somebody to stay with, and I ain't got to stay in no damn hotel because that shit ain't cheap. There's some more places that's like that, you wouldn't expect for the prices to be as high as they are. But the huge tourist destinations, a lot of those are actually very expensive because of them being tourist attractions. A lot of people don't realize that. You look around, you can find the better prices and stuff. But I don't know. My husband, I don't think I could ever get him up on a plane like that. He don't like to fly. If he did, it would be for a very specific reason. And I'd have to get him messed up and tow up from the flow up. I'd have to get him tow up from the flow up. He don't like flying. He'd rather drive anywhere he got to go. Now, my mama, she's always said if she can't be on land, she don't want to go. She don't want to do no cruises. She don't like no boats. She don't want to be over no water. She don't want to be on no airplane. Um, my mama said her feet going. She was born on dry land. She gonna stay on dry land. That's my mama saying. Now, my mama, I swear to God, y'all, I think Tyler Perry followed around my mama for the Medea character. I swear to God. I swear to God, my mama is one of those people that will make you laugh just from being herself. Like the where she says, "Stop popping that little gum, little girl." I swear to God, that's my mama. I swear to God. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something my crazy ass mama did. But thank God they all knew her and they didn't do nothing. Cause my mama walked, she got her first piao, right? She walked up in the police station. Thank God they all knew her. Let me just say it this way. They all knew her. Every one of them knew her. She done met all of them. Thank God. Or this wouldn't have turned out the way that it turned out. She goes, "Is it all right if I carry this and have this around in my car?" And just waving her little pistol all up in the air, y'all. All up in there. I'm like, "Mama, what the hell are you doing that for? You know you ain't supposed to do all that." Yeah, my mama, that type. She yeah. And then one time, my dang dog keeps knocking stuff around. He there he goes popping into my computer again, y'all. He is so spoiled. How many of y'all got spoiled puppy dogs and fur babies? Because I know mine are. Now my cat, she this morning at 3 o'clock in the damn morning, 2 o'clock, whatever time it was, I don't remember exactly. I was half out of it, may have been 12:01. She was going to the house, going meow, meow, just talking shit. She be running through the house like a little crackhead sometimes at 2 or 3 o'clock in the damn morning. I'm like, can't you do that during the daytime when we awake? And then she is not that big, and she will slam into my door to open it. And you would think, like, I woke up one time, almost jumped out of bed thinking somebody was breaking in the house. It was the cat, y'all. It was the whole cat. It was not nothing but the cat. And then one time my dog was in the floor scratching itself, and I could have swore I thought it was tribal drums going off. I thought I was getting haunted by the Native Americans. And I was like, oh, snap, what's fixing happening? You know what I'm saying? I freaked out, jumped up out of bed. It was my dog. I swear sometimes animals be freaking you the hell out while you sleep. Why they want to act up during the middle of the night sometimes? I don't understand why they want to do all that. Now, one of my dogs, she gonna sleep all night long. She ain't gonna get up like that most time. Like our Bailey butt, she ain't getting up. Boomer only did that once. Usually my dogs are pretty good about sleeping all night long. They're usually good about that, but they will wake you up early in the morning if they gotta go potty. Cause they don't try to mess the house. They gonna try to wake you up, you know. But most of the time, if I get them in bed, they sleep all night until I get up when I'm ready, and then they be like, "It's time to get up now." Okay, let's go. But my cat, I swear to God, I don't know what it is about her, child. She be so bad. And you hear them right now. They playing in here. The little one and the big one are playing right now, and they. Bailey, calm down. You running around too much. You getting the coffees. Yeah, you heard me. I know you looked at me. Her and the little one are playing, and they running around in circles and stuff. I don't know if y'all can hear them. But she's over there going, ah, rah, 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 rah. Yeah. And they do that. They do that 10 times out of the day. She done got the, I call them the zoomies. If y'all know anything about boxers, she gets the boxer zoomies sometimes. But she is the most chill boxer I have ever met in my life. The most lazy boxer I have ever met in my life. Now, the little one, I call him my ADHD puppy, because he could be outside running around and then all of a sudden the wind blow the wrong way or something happen. He's looking like his attention span is very short. That's why I call him my ADHD puppy. And then Big Boy, the one that y'all heard bark earlier that sounds like a giant dog, he's really not. He's laid up sleep right now. He's lazy shit most of the time. He just wants to sleep, get his pet on, and Oh, you have a boxer too, Toxic Orchid. And how do you say the name? Cillian? I hope I said it right because y'all know I butcher the shit out of names. Y'all know I do. That's one of my bad habits. I am very bad at names. Sometimes I be trying so hard, but it's one of my things. Okay. Our boxer's name is Bailey. And it was not intentional. This, y'all listen hear this. This was not intentional. For some reason, all my animals, my two big ones just passed. I had a big bulldog named Duke and a German Shepherd named Rosa Barks. They passed away this last year and whatnot. But I have all my other animals have B names: Bailey the boxer, Bruiser the feist, Boomer the feist mixed with pity, the two cats, Bella and Bob. Bob is an outside cat. He was a random cat that showed up. But see, his name was not intentional to be a bee necessarily, but he has a bobtail. He was born without part of his tail. So he's a bobtail cat. So we named him Bob. And then Bella was already named before he got her. So, the lady just left her and didn't care what happened to her. And so Bella's our baby now. But Boomer and Bruiser, they were all named at different times. Hey, Blended Healing Love. Oh, you had one named Tucker, Lola, and Rocky. Oh, I think boxers are so goofy and sweet. Like, they're so goofy. It's so funny. Like, okay, I got to tell y'all something. One day I'm going to have my fiance do the thing, and I'm going to have to tape her doing it and put it on my shorts. If you get the brown and serve sausages and you do not share with her, she has a full blown meltdown. When I say meltdown, she's going, oh, row, 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 like you just murdered her whole life because she wants a piece of that sausage. She loves them that much. It's like crack for her. And if she don't get it when she thinks she ought to get a piece, like if you're taking too long, she'll have a full-blown meltdown. And it's the cutest shit. Yes, they're like clowns. They're so goofy, too. It's amazing. They're so goofy. Like, she'll trip over her own feet. And it's so funny when a boxer does that, when they trip over their own feet, and then they look like nobody saw that, right? Every time. Like, nobody saw that, right? Nobody just saw me trip over my own feet. Okay, girl. Go cut up your peppers. Sending you much love, Queen Sugar Sugar. My sugar sugar. I hope you have an amazing New Year's Eve and New Year's Day tomorrow. And I will see you next year. And you make sure you be safe today, okay? Oh yeah, and the wiggle wiggles. See, she don't have a tail. It got clipped when she was little, and she got the wiggle wiggles. Thank you, Blended Healing Love. She gets the wiggle wiggles, and without a tail, her whole butt moves. We call them the wiggles. Like, she wiggles her whole body. Blended, I love your channel, speaking of which, and I loved how you can have amazing conversations. I just wanted to tell you that, beauty, and how you can make people think. Yeah, hers have been, because they say that boxers are bad about getting happy tail. So they tend to do it when they're puppies just to make there's a possibility they may not get it, but at the same time, we all know how goofy boxers are. They do it for a reason most of the time because of the happy tail possibility. So they go ahead and take care of that when they're little. And when she wiggles her entire butt in. And her whole hind end will. And there's a spot, I got to tell you about it, Toxic Orchid. Try this. My boxer loves, like, the inside of her leg rub. She'll throw her leg up in the air for you to rub the inside of her leg. She loves it. Oh, my God. See, I had a pity that didn't have his tail cut. And he beat me to death with that thing. And it hurts. Okay, I don't know if you've ever had a dog with slick hair and they have one of those tails like that, but that absolutely feels like a whip hitting your leg when and you can't get onto them because they're just really, 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 really happy. You know what I'm saying? So why would you be getting onto them for smacking you with their tail, right? they're just extremely happy to see you. They're not trying to hurt you, right? And oh my God, I used to come up with like bruises all over my legs from my pity when he would wag his tail. Whew. Yeah, I found Bailey's tummy spot the other day, and I taught her how to give sugars because I teach all my dogs that. And she's the sweetest sugar baby now, and she will not jump on my bed because my bed's a little bit high off the ground. She'll jump on the couches and everything else, but she's afraid to jump on my bed because she's got arthritis in one of her hips, and we got her on a medication that she takes every day for it. But and she thinks it's a treat, so she eats it. Even if she don't want to eat her food, she'll still take her pill, and you don't even have to put it in peanut butter or nothing. She's the easiest dog I've ever had to give medication to. Easiest. I don't have to hide it in nothing. She just takes it. She thinks they're treats. Like, she's the easiest dog I've ever had to give medicine to. I've never had a dog that easy to give medication to. Don't have to hide it or nothing. She just takes it. In fact, she thinks it's a treat and loves to eat it. I think the only other dog I had was some of my other goofy dogs that just, my one dog is too smart for his own good. The only way you can trick him into taking medication is if you act like it's a treat for the other dogs and he sees them eat it, then he'll eat it. Like, he's entirely too smart for his own good. Yeah, he's the hardest one. He is when I have to give him, like, when I have to put flea medicine on him, it's almost like I have to take him outside with his leash on and act like I'm walking him and then catch him coming up the back steps and just sneak it on him. You can't just like put medicine on this dog. He freaks out when you say the word medicine. He's one of those. And the thing is, nobody's ever hurt him with doing anything like that. He just doesn't like it. And so I've always had to do it a special way for him. He doesn't like nobody to touch his paws and ears, and we're just now getting him to where people can do that. Because it's taken a while. Because he got a paw injury one time on his front paw. He stepped on something and it hurt his little paw, and ever since then he does not like nobody to touch it, and he don't like nobody to touch his ears neither. He scratched the inside of his ear once and got a injury, and I was trying to look at it, and just because I looked at it, he freaked the fuck out. And I didn't even do nothing to it. I just was trying to see if he was okay. I didn't even get to touch it. He freaked the fuck out. Like, I even just went close to it. I was like, yeah, no, he's not that type of dog. He I think all of our dogs are different in good ways and all that stuff. But I do have to cut today short, even though I don't want to, because I do have to go do things today. I have to go take care of everything that I'm supposed to take care of, and make sure that my mom and dad are taken care of with their stuff, and check, do all that good, lovely stuff. And then next week I got to pay bills. Don't pay bills on the 31st. You wait until after, which usually everything's closed on the 1st. So you usually do it on the 2nd or the 3rd for them. That's usually the way it pulls. But my mom's not been able to walk good recently. Her gout in her feet and her diabetic neuropathy is acting up. So, got to take care of the old people. And I take care of them, and I am going to take care of them until the good Lord says. And I'm hoping that's not for a very, very long time. But, so I got to go take care of the old people. I want to thank you all for being here today. I hope you have an amazing new year. And anybody that wants to hit me up, I'm going to put my banner thing down here. You can hit me up at smexylady69@gmail.com. Or my Instagram is _Charlie_87. I do have it to where you have to request, and there's a reason why. I'm not scared of anything that's on my Instagram. It's just I want to know who's doing it. That's the whole reason. I want to know who's following, and that's the best way for you to know. I'm just saying. And then if you want to support the channel, and I do take all the money that I get from this channel and put it back into it. I am going to have a game night soon. I want to show you all the new games I just bought for us. I am taking anything I get right now and putting it back into the channel. It helps me to build up the channel and do things for the channel. You know, I am going to be putting some money into some possible more music related things and stuff like that for the channel. So that's what I do with every little bit that I get. Also, I forgot to tell Miss Rose, no, was it Miss Regina. I forgot to tell Miss Virginia. She gave me $10 for my son for Christmas, and I did. I took and put extra money with it, and we bought him a game. So he got a new game with part. Like I took your 10, and I took and put. I think it was 15 or 20 with it, and we got him a new game. So you helped with that, and I made sure he knew that, Miss Regina. Also, his birthday will be coming up, and he'll be a whole 17 years old this year, which kind of messes me up a little bit. So if you do support the channel, I just want you to know that everything does go back into the channel, you know, and trying to make it a better channel. Also, any memberships, I want to thank you all for those. Any super chats, super stickers I've gotten over the year, I want to thank you. I'm not making huge money right now, and it is what it is, but I am taking every red cent and putting it right back in to the YouTube channel. Because that's what supporters pay for, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, for you to be able to build your platform and make it better, right? Unless you tell me it's for a specific thing, and then I put it on that specific thing, right? But I just wanted to shout out to Miss Regina that he said thank you to you. I just want you to know that. And I want to thank you all for being here. Any support and all support. I appreciate everything. For you just chilling with me, just coming in here, just talking to me. Thank you. I appreciate all supporters and all subbies and all content creators that have supported me. Every single one of you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you all have the best New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Please don't nobody go to jail tonight. Don't be going to jail tonight. Okay? Don't be doing it. Don't be bringing in New Year's in the drunk tank or something. Okay? Don't be beating hoes up and cutting people in the name of Jesus. And y'all have a blessed, beautiful day today. And I just want to send my love and thank you all. Thank you so very much. I will see y'all when I can see y'all. I may not be on these streets all day because like I said, I'm busy today and everything. But I just want to send my love. Bye, y'all. Love you, my angels.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction. This was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding. Come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, checking seat banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still, crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them rubberheads that be stanging round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking around 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments when OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, car blue, a big Anthony Hughes and P.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my